You know, what I love about basketball and sports and athletics is that it is an unbelievable preparation for life. You know, I mean, it really is. One team was going to have to lose the game in a game like that. I have tremendous respect for Idaho. I watched every one of their games this season because I think Coach Verlin is an offensive mastermind and their stats bear it out. And I'm not saying he's not good at the defensive end of the floor. Don't get misled. He's a terrific coach, but on the offensive end, he's phenomenal. His team makes 1 out of every 2 shots, and he's played good people. You know, and that's not just tonight, that's every night. And I thought we guarded them about as well as we could in the first half because they made 1 3. We came into the game saying they had to make 2s to beat us. And so we were going to foul a little bit more because Barone is a handful. But they adjusted and they made their 3s in the second half when they needed to, and in the overtime. So to hold them in the 45-minute game to 7 made 3s is pretty good. No, I'm sorry, I'm looking at ours. Well, they made 6 in the second half. But a lot of that was we missed rotation. A lot of that was late. And obviously one of them was a bank 3 from half court. And then I told our guys when they made the 3, it wasn't about X's and O's anymore when the 3 went in to go to overtime. It was just about the feeling they had right there, because I've been there. I told them that if we win the game in overtime, you'll never feel better about yourselves than you in your life, maybe. There'll be a few moments, but in your life, than if we win this game. And if we lose the game, the feeling you have right now about the game being in overtime, you'll feel 1,000,000 times worse. And I said it's going to still take great energy and great life from our bench. Our players that weren't playing, that were on the bench, were phenomenal the rest of the way. And the staff was terrific. And that's what got it done. And as I said out there, I appreciate our fans sticking with our players because these kids work exceptionally hard. And some nights we don't play as well. And, you know, right now when we don't play as well, other teams take big advantage of it. But then there are nights where we can play well and beat a pretty good quality Idaho team that I think will have a terrific year in the WAC and be very difficult for any team to beat. Well, I thought he was fresher because he'd had a week off. You know, he was fresher and he's dealing with some side injuries. But he said, you know, he was fine in terms of his head. He didn't feel, and I think, you know, he knew some of the guys in Ohio U, and I think it really bothered him that he couldn't play, and then he had to watch and the way the game went. But it wasn't just about Julius. When you look at what Reggie Arsenault did, and when you look at our team to turn the ball over, you can't turn the ball over against Idaho because they're not a pressure team. And if you don't get shots every time down, you can't stay with them. If they get more shots than you, I think the big key is they had 16 turnovers, we had 9, so that gave us 7 extra possessions right there. And they had 12 offensive rebounds to our 10, so we were +5 in the shots right there, and that makes a difference against a very good offensive team. So for us to only have 3 turnovers in the second half, credit a lot of our kids. Our offense had a little better rhythm tonight. Guys attacked. We played with a little better pace. We threw the ball inside and finished some plays tonight. You know, there are a lot of positives to take from the game. You know, and now we'll see if 48 hours later we can, you know, just enjoy the success for 12 hours and move on to the next game. And that'll be the next focus for our team.
Especially
I think it was critical that we played well. And I thought it was going to be important to win the game, but I thought mostly for our team morale and our team to play well. I mean, there's no question, you know, this was a gauntlet. Everybody's going to say we were 4 home games. Cincinnati, Ohio U is really good. Idaho's really good. Central Michigan's good. I wasn't pleased with the way we played or the outcomes of the 2 losses, but I've put them through a lot after coming off the road to Air Force and Miami. You know, when you take the total package of what they've been through, there's a lot. And I just believe in my heart that this was what was best to prepare the team to try to win a league. But they had to play well today to feel better about ourselves because they've worked hard. Believe me, they've worked hard in practices. And I told them before the Ohio U game, they earned the right to play well. We just didn't. And I told them before tonight, you've earned the right to play well. And I thought a big key was getting off to a good start, you know, which we did. Guys, pretty receptive, pretty into coaching, and most importantly, passionate about trying to win.